Hey guys, it's Rising Random here, rising up the ranks as per usual. We had a great day. Before I beg for likes, so I can get into the algorithm. Also, never mind. But before I beg for likes, so I can get into the algorithm, I just want to explain why I'm a little bit behind schedule by 2 weeks. Um, my birthday was last week. I also had a thumbnail created last week. Tried to record and it didn't work out. I hated my voice since I had just woke up early morning. I couldn't talk. So hopefully you don't have to deal with that again. But let's get right into here. Nah, again, let me just beg for like real quick. How about you hit that like button? Abuse that like button. Use one for all 100% on that like button. Okay, for those that don't know what a god of destruction is a godly being that destroys planets to keep the balance of life and death or creation destruction. Now that I'm done explaining what god of destruction is, because just quick explanation. They don't do that too much. They just destroy planets. But now that I'm done explaining what God of Destruction is, let's hop right into this video. Deku in this time, of course, has a quirk in his toe, so when he goes to the doctor, and he is not believed by Bakugo in this timeline for not having a quirk, but he also hasn't awakened his quirk yet. He awakens his quirk when he's in 3rd grade after being upset about not getting a question correct over and over again and having the kids making fun of him. He looks at the chalkboard and he destroyed the chalkboard, not even leaving a trace of it behind. After seeing this, his whole class was stunned, and he was rushed to the doctor's office to see what his quirk was. When he gets to the doctor's office, the same doctor that told him he was quirkless in canon inspects Deku's quirk. After some tests to see Deku's full capability, the doctor releases Deku back to Inko and says, "Your son's quirk is called Destructive Wave. It allows your son to shoot out a wave of energy that can destroy all substances currently known." But your son is really hesitant about using it because he couldn't control him when he first used it. He knows that it could easily kill somebody. So you can enroll him into a special program that teaches him how to control his quirk. But he couldn't attend school while attending this program, so he would learn school things in there, and it lasts until he could go to high school. Of course, it's run by the government with high-ranking heroes teaching the kids. And Inko said, "I have to think about it some more. I'm not sure if I'm going to send him there and have it to ask him to see him." Nadal says, "That's very understandable, Miss Midoriya. You can come back anytime with your answer in the next 2 months." Inko goes home after a month. Deku has another incident where he is angry and sad because people are keeping their distance from him out of fear of him. So after a month of this, he had a breakdown. He was trying to talk to a girl, but she was ignoring him as if he was a ghost. And after trying to talk to a boy, he screamed, "Why is everyone so mean to me? Everyone acts like they can't see me." His eyes glued for a second, and the class picture hanging from the wall was evaporated. And I just wanted to explain something. The reason why the kid's acting like this. This is not like Bakugo type dangerous, where it's cool dangerous basically. It has a cool explosion quirk, but it's like still dangerous and you know it. No, this is like if you had a murderer in your class type dangerous. We could equate that. Because they even know, the news spread around that how dangerous he is. Obviously, it was hyped up because it's a bunch of little kids. And the thing, he could destroy a city. So everyone's kind of just, afraid of him. Even that Bakugo isn't, because that's not part of his personality. But, obviously, everyone else is afraid of him. But after all that happened with the kids, the teacher tried to defuse the situation and rushed Deku to the office and called Inku to get Deku. Once Deku is brought home, Inku dressed him and drives down to the doctor's and chooses to take him to the program that the doctor has suggested before. When she gets to speak with the doctor, she tells him what she decided. He says, "Miss Midoriya, I think you made the right decision, and I'll make the preparations. Please come back tomorrow and drop off Deku." The next day, Inko brings Deku back, and she cries once she sees Deku on the bus to go to the program. The doctor walks up behind Inko and says, "It's going to be alright, Miss Midoriya. You can see him anytime, and it will help him immensely." We're gonna cut to Deku when he first gets over to the Young Hero Raising Program, which is a program that the doctor recommended. Its acronym is YHRP or YERP. But like I was saying, when Deku first gets there, he is afraid to death. It seems that Inko abandoned him, and she didn't want him no more. But a young black kid named Akumi walked up to Deku and said, "Oh, what? We have a new person? What's your quirk? Gotta be pretty powerful since you're here." Deku said, your mom also abandoned you? And my quirk is called Destructive Wave. And Kumi says, oh, your mom didn't abandon you. She's helping you by dropping you here because it helps you control your quirk. And quoting quirk name. Deku tries to say, yes, my mom did abandon me. But Kumi comes off saying, I have to go now, but you should eat. So after Deku does what Akumi suggested, a adult in a black suit, sunglasses, and a wire on his face beckons Deku to a room, and Deku is terrified but goes with him. Kids, never go with a stranger, ever, ever, especially if they wearing the getup that I just described. But he still goes with him, and it's just like a small room that's pure black with lights around a small circle and the agent in black told Deku to go to the circle, which terrified Deku did. With the terrified Deku did, and another agent found a multitude of objects in front of Deku and told him to use his quirk on them, which he does, and he annihilated all of them, not leaving a trace of them behind. It's revealed he destroyed steel, obsidian, and diamond. The agent had went to their boss and told him that about Deku Power and said, I don't even think he should be a hero, more like an assassin. He could kill our enemies and not even leave a trace behind, like completely traceless. Like, I don't understand how this kid is so powerful. Sorry, the noise that back in the background earlier. But like I was saying, the agent is just like, I don't understand how this kid is so powerful. Like, he went to go say something else about how strong Deku was, but the boss cut him off, saying that our jobs aren't deciding what the children should do. It's only to train them on how to use their quirks. Understood? Yes, sir. Now let's go over to where Deku is. Deku's in the. By the way, the person that said yes, sir, was obviously the agent, but to those little people in the back. Okay, so let's hop over to where Deku is, because Deku's in the general play area when the same young boy that came up to him before says, hey, how has your time been so far? Deku said, yeah, it's been fine. I'm just kind of sad that my mom abandoned me here. Akumi kind of annoyed because he explained that before, and like, if you can't listen once, just don't say it in front of him again. But Akumi kind of annoyed. It's like, I told you before, your mom didn't abandon you. This place is a center to help children with powerful or dangerous quirks to control them better. Deku curious asks, what's your quirk then? And Akumi bluntly responds with darkness manipulation. Deku asks, how does it work? Akumi just says, I can control every type of darkness. Of course, it's like a conversation. So from this point forward, just know Deku and Akumi is saying these things. But like I was saying, Deku says, can I see how it works? Akumi looked at Deku, and around Akumi, a wall of shadows formed at the same time. Deku's sadness exploded as well as his anger, and he tried to punch Akumi. But Akumi's shadows protected him, and Deku was kind of confused afterwards on why he did that. But Akumi just cut his thoughts short and said, the reason why you got so mad just now was because of my quirk. Same thing with your sadness. My power can even control negative emotions. And that's cool. That's enough talking, you two, said a voice in the corner of the room. Akumi loudly says, just because you're older doesn't mean you're stronger, and you know the strong runs this place. And the voice said, yeah, I know, but I'm not the one who the order came from. Jerry said there was enough chatting. Akumi's face deflated, and he said to Deku, I think we should stop talking now. Like Cole suggested, and Deku slowly slipped away and said, okay. So guys, before I leave it off, because I am going to leave it off here, tell me, does this actually line up with the canon timeline of Halsey being still, like, training as a hero? Because I remember him having to train as a hero, even, like, because his father was a villain. So, does that, like, timeline match up with canon? I'm not sure, but anyway, like I said, I'm leaving it off here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember to like, because our like goal is 2. And comment in if you don't know what to comment Sakura Solo's AMJ. But again, like and subscribe. Also, for those who are watching it when I post this, which is probably gonna be at like 1:30 a.m. Just know you're a real one. Know you're a real one. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna just head out of here now. Have a great day, y'all. Peace.